And so Jeff says being lean is important to him. It's part of his brand name, Athlean X. And so he has to, no matter what, try to be lean. Would he have the same channel, followers, and so on if he was normal body fat X? Coach Greg, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how Jeff Cavalier, the GOAT of fitness, he's been posting videos for the longest, the most amount of views, the most followers, how he may in fact be the biggest problem in the health and fitness industry. And no, I'm not talking about him spreading misinformation. I'm talking about how he promotes an unrealistic, unhealthy body image that no one can actually maintain. Don't believe me? Watch this video and find out. And so Jeff is 5'10.5", 173 pounds, 5.8% body fat, year round, all the time, more shredded than friggin' last time. And he does have a good message. He says, don't compare yourself to other people.
If you put on more muscle, if you get leaner, and you get stronger, you're going to look better.
However, he's saying in your old goals that you would be better if you lost fat and build muscle. No matter what your body type, no matter what, you should be trying to lose body fat and build muscle. And Jeff says, well, you're comparing yourself to me because you're the same height and weight, but you don't look like me. Well, that's because I'm 5.8% body fat, and being really lean, it makes your muscles look better, makes you look bigger than ever. And so you got to drop your body fat, and then you're going to have more of an aesthetic physique. Well, and that's true to a point. But is it worth it at all costs?
Not without sacrifice, it's not without consistency, it's not without commitment. But it's also not without a prioritization on that. This is important to me.
And so Jeff says being lean is important to him. It's part of his brand name, Athlean X. And so he has to, no matter what, try to be lean. Would he have the same channel, followers, and so on if he was normal body fat X? No, Athlean X. He has to be shredded. He's known for that. And to what extent? Well, he has to make sacrifices. He has to be disciplined. He can have one cheat a year. Just one carrot cake once a year. Alcohol? Never. Can't drink it. A guy with 5.8% body fat never drinks alcohol and sacrificing everything every single day to achieve this look. And for what? Are you really healthier at 5.8% body fat than 15%? Is it the lower your body fat, the better? No, of course not. If you're overweight, obese, sure, try to get leaner. But if you're already lean, you don't need to get leaner.
I don't care what body type you sit in right now, you're going to look better. If you put on more muscle, if you get leaner, and you get stronger, you're going to look better.
So should we all do this? Well, let's take Coach Greg, 9% body fat, I'm on HRT. So I will look better if I add more muscle and get leaner and get stronger. Do I really need to get leaner to look better? I'm 9% body fat. So I need to try to get what? 5.8% like Jeff to be healthy, to look good, to feel good? Sure, I can do it, and I've done so for bodybuilding competitions, but it's not easy. It's not healthy. It's going to crush your natural production of testosterone, make it hard to sleep, cause brain fog, lower sex drive. These things that we want, how is that healthier? And so the average person losing fat, sure, if you're already overweight. But if you're already 15% or less, why are we continuing to diet? And so I see it video after video after video. Guy shows himself, did the video this morning. Here I am, 15% body fat. Look how chubby I am. What? You have a six-pack, you look amazing. You think that you need to take steroids to add more muscle and burn fat. Why? Because you're a chubby? You already look lean. And why do you think people think that they're chubby when they're already lean? Because videos like this, because of social media, people see image after image of unrealistic beauty standards. And so when I'm coaching people who are too lean, they suffer from perhaps eating disorders, and I'm trying to convince them to gain weight, and they think they should be leaner. What do you think videos like this do?
If you get leaner, and you get stronger, you're going to look better.
You have to say if you're overweight or obese, lowering your body fat percentage may be a benefit health-wise for you.
I don't care what body type you sit in right now, you're going to look better.
Depends on the person. And you're thinking, yeah, but Coach Greg, you tell people if you don't have abs, you're fat. If you can't see any outline of abs at all, probably 25% body fat or more. And if you're 25% body fat or more, do you really think that bulking up is going to help you build more muscle? The reason I say this is because so many people think you need to force feed, eat more calories to build muscle, when in fact most people are already overweight. If you are overweight, try not to become more overweight. That is the message, that is the point I'm making. Jeff is saying, don't compare yourself to anyone, just set goals to lose more fat, to build more muscle. But if you're already lean, you should not try to lose more fat.
Period. There's not a person out there that couldn't benefit from that.
And so Jeff is quite literally saying there isn't a person out there that wouldn't benefit from losing fat and building muscle. Really? What about The Rock? Does The Rock need to add more muscle? Do we think he's actually natural? And what has happened in bodybuilding as of late? People abusing PDs, what are they doing? They're dying of heart attacks.
At the same time, guys, I think you become a bit more athletic when you carry less excessive body fat.
And do you really become more athletic when you lower your body fat percentage? It depends. Average healthy body fat, 15%. If you drop that to say 8 to 12 and you're an athlete, probably gonna make you better. But if you keep dropping lower and lower, it is not going to be of benefit to you athletically. When I drop below 8% body fat, I have zero freaking energy. I go for a bike ride, I can hardly make it home. I feel like shit, I can't train, and that's on HRT. Imagine being natural. And so, is it really worth it to keep dropping your body fat, thinking you're gonna be a better athlete? Athletes don't walk around 5.8% body fat. Sure, a couple do with freak genetics, but for the most part, you are not going to be more athletic if you drop to 5.8%.
The physique role models I had, very well known by this point, Sylvester Stallone. That's the guy that I wanted to be. I wanted to be like he looked like in Rambo.
And so he trained, dieted his whole life in order to look like Rambo. And for what? Is it really worth it? Remember, he's making daily sacrifices. He doesn't have cheats, never drinks alcohol, which is fine if you want it, if you like it. But for most people, it's not realistic.
But if I had also wanted to aspire to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was another huge icon at that time, I could have been making a big mistake because Arnold is 6'3", 240 pounds.
Is one really more realistic than the other? Walking around 5.8% body fat year after year, or walking around with massive amounts of muscle? In one case, probably you have to abuse PDs to get that amount of muscle. In the other case, probably you have to starve yourself, do endless hours of cardio in order to achieve that shredded physique. And at what cost? Mental, physical, social, spiritual health? You will not know the struggles of trying to be this lean until you've actually tried it.
Guys that I train, guys that come through here, I don't get self-conscious standing next to those guys. You know why? Because I've come to grips with the fact that I'm not going to be them physically in terms of their stature.
And he has all these famous athletes, movie stars, wrestlers, and so on. They go to his gym and he says, I don't feel self-conscious next to them. Really? Is that something you should ever feel self-conscious? Should anyone feel self-conscious around anyone? I could be next to the biggest bodybuilder in the world, the best athlete, the tallest, best looking, richest person. I don't feel self-conscious. Why should we? We're not comparing ourselves to others. We're comparing ourselves to ourselves. And so who cares who's next to you? That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
The Rock knows it doesn't matter. And The Rock also knows you shouldn't be training exactly like him. The Rock, we all know it. He ain't natural. And so to think that you can just train exactly like The Rock, that we should all aspire to train like him, to be the hardest worker in the room, that anyone could benefit from training like The Rock. Did you in fact know that when you're taking PDs, testosterone, HRT, steroids, and so on, working out feels better? It's easier to work out hard. You're taking anabolic androgenic steroids, and that makes working out, studying everything easier. Sorry, it does. And so if you're trying to copy the workout routine of somebody who's not natural, does that make sense? Should we really be aspiring to do exactly as The Rock does?
If I didn't look at a guy like Thor Bjornsson, who's deadlifting 1,000 pounds, I wouldn't ever have the opportunity to say, man, I got some work to do.
Imagine the mindset of this. You're a natural athlete looking at enhanced bodybuilders, powerlifters, and strongmen thinking, wow, look at that. I sure do have a lot of work to do. How is that beneficial? Don't compare yourself to others. And so you might think, no, it's motivating. It's great to see these freaks doing these things. How is it motivating to know that you'll never be able to do what they do? How is that of benefit? To know that to do that, to have a chance, you have to abuse PEDs.
Let's go back to The Rock for a second. Who in this world cannot benefit from aspiring to match his work ethic?
Me, I'm not going to try to aspire to match his work ethic. Why should I? Oh, I want to get up at 4:30, do cardio, train, do all this stuff, take on every task in the world. Does that make sense?
I don't care what you want to say, oh, The Rock uses stuff. Forget that. That's all nonsense. There's nobody right now that works harder at what he does and works harder in the weight room than him.
And he thinks that The Rock is the hardest working person on the planet. There is no one that works harder than him. How do you know that? Are you his coach, trainer, boyfriend, girlfriend, circle friend? How do you know? We see what he posts online. We don't know how hard he really trains. And is he in fact doing it natural, Jeff? Is he?
So what I make is some sacrifices. I have that much noted 1 carrot cake, one cheat meal a year. I don't drink.
I mean, does it not sound like he's bragging a little bit? I only have that 1 cheat a year, carrot cake. Like, it doesn't make sense. I would rather hear from someone saying, you know, I'm very strict with my diet. I allow myself 1 cheat a week. That's 52 cheats in a year. Jeff has 1. I can have a cheat every freaking day. Does that not sound more sustainable? What sounds more realistic? Who should we listen to? Jeff, probably never drink ever, have 1 cheat a year, try to train like The Rock year round, 5.8% body fat, or Coach Greg. Hey, you have a dream physique? You're not getting it. Sorry, try to get halfway there. Have realistic expectations. Perhaps 15% body fat for men. Don't strive for single-digit body fat. It's not healthy. It's not going to be sustainable. I'd rather see you lose some weight, keep it off, than yo-yo diet every year. That I preach main gain. That bulking and cutting makes no sense because most people are already overweight. If you're already overweight, you've already stopped bulking. To do 150 minutes of cardio a week. Modern pace. Don't need to be HIIT cardio. Try to get your ass off the couch and move. Be proactive with your health. Get blood work done. See your doctor. Are these not the messages you want? Oh, but Coach Greg's a bad person. He just causes drama. Isn't it the drama that you need? The drama that might save your freaking life?
And I've also been doing this consistently now for years and years and years. I've made it my life's focus. Not just to be lean, but to be overall well-rounded.
And so if you're not ready to take on that challenge, to sacrifice every single day to try to be perfect, 1 cheat a year, never drink alcohol, then maybe have realistic expectations. Forgive yourself enough to allow yourself to be happy, to have fun, and that we're going to make mistakes, but that's okay. And so I'm sure when Jeff made this video, he didn't want people to suffer, to think that they had to be 5.8%. But when you're watching it and thinking about it, is it not true? Does it not give the false image that you should be shredded, that you'll look better no matter who you are if you're leaner and have more muscle? That everyone can benefit from being shredded and being more muscular? It's not true. However, if you're obese, especially if you're morbidly obese, please do everything and anything you can to be proactive with your health. Try to lose weight. Don't think you have to lose it all. Halfway there. If you're 400 pounds and you think you should be 200, try to get to 300. It's halfway. It's good enough to make a significant change in your health. Hope you learned something. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching, Greg Doucette IP Pro. And reminder, please join my newsletter subscriber list. Nearly 200,000 people have joined. Giving away 5 free recipes from the cookbook. Also giving away free stuff every single week. Free giveaways. Also a free diet program for free. You can lose weight for free. Also a free training program. Lose weight, build muscle if you need to. You can do it for free. Please join my newsletter list. Also, harder than last time supplements, including terkesterone, protein powder, creatine, G-Shred, so many supplements. Please click the link in the description. Follow me, Greg Doucette, IPV Pro on Instagram. Go to gregdoucette.com for coaching and so on. Also, don't forget the bloops. Please watch at least one of them and subscribe, click the bell button and leave a comment for the algorithm. Don't forget, I have those freaking cookbooks. I made a circle diet book, my life's work, how to lose weight, keep it off, training books, coaching plans by me and my team. It's freaking crazy here. Please click the link in the description. And until next time, I am out.